Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny and Brendan Monk from Stories from Motorsports International, and today we have Bruno with us. Hey, how you doing?
I'm great, and you?
Doing good. Where are you at the moment?
I'm in Miami, where I've been living here for 20 years.
Nice. So, Brendan, where are you at the moment?
I'm in Melbourne, Australia. So, yeah, it's pretty cool down here at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. So,
How's the
Bruno,
weather?
oh, what was that, bud?
How's the weather in Miami? Must be pretty warm.
Yeah, Miami is very hot now. Although it's raining tonight, it
Oh,
always rains twice a day now in December, but it's very hot, yes. But it's good. I like it.
yeah, it's good.
Good to hear. I'm in the heat of Arizona. So, Bruno, we start these with a question, which is where are you originally from?
I'm from a city called Belo Horizonte in Brazil. I'm 46 years old now. So this city is like the third biggest Brazilian city. So that's where I'm from. But I've been in US for 22 years now.
That's awesome. How is your last name pronounced?
Junqueira, Bruno Junqueira.
Nice, nice. So, how'd you get into racing?
Uh, First, I started racing BMX bicycles when I was 6, 7 years old. I always loved the competition. At 10, when I turned 10 years old, I pushed my dad so much, he was able to give me a go-kart, and I started racing go-karts when I was 10 in Brazil.
Yeah, that's awesome. What kind of go-karts were they, and did you win any races?
Yes, in Brazil, they were made in Brazil. They call Mini, the manufacturer. And I won a lot of races. I won 3 times the Brazilian Championship, but I won many races in go-karts. It was a good time. I
What was
raced
your,
6 years in go-karts.
that's nice to hear. What was your first win like?
I think it was great. In my city, we never had a go-kart track at the time, so we usually race on the parking lot of the soccer stadium. So the organization they put a lot of tires around the parking lots and make the corners, and that's where I had my first win. It was cool.
Nice. Fire away, Brendan.
Who got you into or what started you off in your journey in motorsport?
I think this love for competition. My dad used to do amateur racing, but he never pushed me to be a race car driver. Was the opposite, and actually I pushed so much him. I want a car, I want to go kart, I want to go car, and then when I was 10 years old, he ended up buying one for me.
That's awesome.
That's awesome to hear. How'd you get into Indy cars?
Oh, it was a long story. I mean, my dream was always to race Formula One. So after go-karts, I started to race Formula 3. I won the South American Formula 3 Championship, and I went to Europe to race the Formula 3000. That's what they call F2 now. So that's the same championship that you race the same tracks of Formula One Sunday morning. I won the championship. I was test driver for Williams, that at the time was one of the best Formula One teams. So I almost got a chance to race Formula One. I didn't get a ride. Jason Botto ended up getting the ride, so I ended up moving to US to race for Ganassi. That was 2001.
That is awesome. And tell us about your amazing race the next year when you won the pole at that track.
Yeah, I have a great experience of Indy. When I moved to US, I moved to Indianapolis, so I lived 2 years there. So I learned a lot about the culture of the Indy 500. And actually, my first year I think was maybe the greatest drive I had in 2001 because I was not going to race. Ganassi hired Tony Stewart and Jimmy Vassa to race because they had more experience. And I remember Saturday after pole day, I was leaving the track going home, and Mike Hall called me, "Hey Bruno, come back. because Ganassi wants you to try to qualify the car tomorrow on bump day. So I sit on the car, did a few laps Sunday morning, and I qualified fastest of bump day. And actually, I was faster than both of the other Ganassi cars, but I start like 25th, and starting from 25th, I end up finish 5th. That was a great result for the first ever Indy 500, and that was my second ever oval race. So the next year, you were more prepared. I had much more experience, and we were able to start on the pole. The car was awesome. Was a great experience starting the pole in the 500. But unfortunately, I had an engine problem. The engine blew up, and early on, I didn't finish the race.
I see what you mean. Did you see the late race controversy with Tracy and Castroneves, or did you hear about it?
Yeah, I did. Yes.
What was that all about, if you can remember?
I think there was a yellow flag with like 5 laps to go, whatever. I don't remember how many laps to go. And Trace was just passing Helio. And the accident happened before the yellow flag was shown. Or sorry. The accident happened when they were going into turn 3 and Helio was in front. But when the yellow flag was when you could see the yellow flag on the camera, Tracy was already ahead of Helio. So there is this big controversy because technically, I don't know how they call, because when the steward called yellow flag, probably Helio was in front, but as soon as when he tells and press the button and the flashes on the track, maybe that 1 second that takes that thing to happen was the 1 second when Tracy passed Helio. So it's been always this big controversial who actually won that race. But to be very honest, without disrespecting both of them, that was a crazy race because all the good guys didn't want to win. Like I started the race, I led the first stint, and then my engine blew off. Then Tony was leading the race by far, was going to win, and then he spun. Then Thomas Scheckter was winning the race, and he crashed in turn 4. So like everybody that was like the good cars, and without disrespecting Helio and Tracy, that's why they are so good. They did the strategy, they stayed without crashing, and in the end there were 2 cars that were not even counting that were like fight for the win, not counting. I always count Penske car and Helio, that's a great driver, and Paul Tracy. But it's not they were not the fastest cars at that moment. But everybody was falling off, crashing, had issues, and they end up fighting for the race. It was incredible, especially Tracy, because I think Helio qualified like 16th. Helio was doing well, but Tracy, I think he was on bump day. He crashed in qualify in turn 2, so he had to go to bump day. He qualified like on the back and did what he does the best. He go and race, and almost he won the race. Unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure. Do you get along with Helio very good, since you're both
Yes,
countrymen?
yes, I know him since I was 10 and he was 12, so for a long time, like 36 years.